Art+Roblox equals fun. Hey everyone, welcome to Art+Roblox equals fun. Today we're going to be making a square pillow on a sewing machine. So if you have 2 pieces of fabric, same size, and you'll need a couple more materials that you should be able to see right now. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces of fabric, and we're gonna flip one of them over onto its wrong side, or its not so colorful side. And then we're gonna take the other one, and so we're just gonna like put the bright sides put together like kind of a hamburger bun. So the bright sides to the bright sides. Once you have them equal, we will be ready to start. Okay, so now we have both our fabrics lined up, pieces of fabric, and we also have our pins. So you're gonna get your pins, your fabric piece, take your first pin, and put it into one of your corners or anywhere you want to start it. Make sure you don't poke yourself. And so we have it halfway through right now. So we're going to try to get it, the point to there, like that. I want to do it all the way through so that it looks kind of like this. So you're going to do that pointing the same direction all the way around, and then we will get to the sewing part. So to see it one more time, there you go. You're going to point it the same way, like going like this, but of course in your fabric. So then an example at the end of this side, it's going to be going the same way, just a little differently, just like that. So then you're going to do that around your whole entire square, and then, yeah. Okay, so we'll see you once we finish pinning our whole square. Okay, so welcome back, and so we have our presser foot on our fabric where we want to start. And if you look over here, this lowers and rises it. So we're gonna lower it once we have it in the right place, once we have our presser foot in the right place. So now it's down, and so now we're gonna start. So you're gonna remove your first needle that's closest to where you're going, and now we're gonna start. So you're gonna put your hand like over here, a little distance from your needle, and then your other one like a little bit close, but not too close to the presser foot again, but it will be like below it, kind of towards the corner more. Okay, so then once you have it set up like this, you're gonna get your foot on your pedal and you're gonna start slowly pressing it just a tad bit. And it's gonna go like this. So once you get pretty close to your corner, you're gonna keep this hand here. Okay, so welcome back. So now we are going to have our sewing machine ready with our fabric. So you'll have your fabric under your presser foot, and you want your pattern to be number 2, and then we can start. So you want your presser foot, which is this little bar that you can so to lower and rise your presser foot, you use this tab. And so this is your presser foot again with your needle. So you're gonna pull this tab down, and then you're gonna get your pedal ready and remove the pin closest to your needle. So keep your foot on that pedal, but don't press down on it. So then you're gonna put your whichever hand is the closest on this side, right here, a little distance from your needle, and then your other hand right here pinching the corner or somewhere close to it. So I'm gonna do the corner. And then you're gonna just slightly press down on your pedal. And then once you get extremely close, like this space isn't extremely close, but it's close enough that you might get scared that your needle is gonna go towards you super duper fast. You can take this hand that was pinching the corner, ouch, and you're gonna bring it over here to the back and pinch there. So we're just gonna move the camera over here. So you're gonna pinch it right here and then have your other hand where you had it before. And then you're just gonna start sewing again. And once you get this close to it, you're gonna come over to wherever these two circular things are, and the smoother one and the top one, you're going to spin closer to you, so not farther from you, because that will mess it up. So you're just going to spin it towards you, and now we're going to watch our needle again. So I'm just going to give it a little boost, because I was pretty far from it. Okay, so now I'm going to just get so once you want to turn, you're going to get your needle into your fabric as much as you can, just like that. And so you can barely see the needle right there. And then you're going to take this, your presser foot bar, and you're going to bring it up. And then you can turn your fabric to the corner that you want it to be on, and then you'll have it spinning. Okay, so then you're gonna lower your presser foot and remove the pin that's closest, and then start sewing. So I'm going pretty fast because I'm not in the middle like I was then, so it will be pretty quick. So we're just going to speed this up, even though it will be super fast. So we're just going to do the same thing that we did last time. Okay, so now we're back at the corner, and we're just going to review how you turn it. So you can see that right there. You're going to go over to your circular smooth one, and you're just going to spin it till the corner and you're going to spin it towards you. And once you're pretty close, you're gonna put it all the way down. So spin it till it's all the way down and it's pretty close to the corner. So there we go, we have it right there, okay. So we're gonna rise the presser foot with the tab again, and we're going to spin it. Okay, so we've spun our fabric, and we're gonna get back to sewing after we push down our presser foot again. So there we go, and we're just gonna sew that side, and so the next side, and then we'll be on the last side, and we're gonna leave a gap in the middle of there, so I'll show you when we get there. Okay, so now we're back at the next corner, and we're a little far from the end, but it is good enough. So we're gonna go over to our circle on the top, spin it towards us until you are at the end. So I'm just gonna give it a little boost with my foot on the pad. Okay, so I'm a little closer, and now I'm just gonna keep spinning. Okay, now I am pretty much at the end, as you can see. So I'm gonna lift up my presser foot once it's down there and turn it. So you should be on your third side. And once we're at the fourth side, there's lots of explaining that will have to happen. So I have my presser foot, and I'm gonna put it down, and then I am going to start sewing again till the corner, and I will meet you at the corner. Okay, so now we're back here, and we are just gonna use our circle on the side, pull it towards us, and get it in so that we can barely see it. See the needle. Okay, and now we're gonna lift up our presser foot and spin it like usual. Remove the pin. Put it down, and so I'm gonna keep it on video because we're gonna end pretty early on this. So you wanna go slow when you're sewing this, and then you're gonna end once you're like pretty far in, like maybe inch or two or halfway, whichever way you think is a good amount to stuff your pillow with. So I have just a little opening, which doesn't seem like enough, and it isn't. So then we're gonna have our presser foot up, okay, so we're gonna have our needle up when we do this. Lift our presser foot up and pull out our fabric. And now we're gonna get our scissors, and we're gonna cut off the extra string. So if your scissors are near you, just grab them and cut off that little string. So, yeah. Okay, so now we have our scissors, and we are going to just cut off that string pretty close to the fabric. We can just pull off the little extra thread. Okay. And then we have that part sewn, and so we're just gonna move to a bit of a big space away from our sewing machine, and now we can do the rest. Okay, so now we're back in a little bit of a bigger surface where we have more space to lay out our fabric. So if you see your opening, you're gonna go to your opening, and you are going to go in there, grab it, and bring it right side out, and it will look very fabulous. So if you haven't already done this already, we forgot to backstitch when we were sewing it. So you'll need to backstitch, which you just hold down the little U-turn button that you might see. Hold it down while you're stitching, and that will be a big help. But there is one way to fix it that I am going to be trying out, and we'll see if it works. Okay, so I'm just getting these corners out pretty good. And yeah. Okay, so now our base of the pillow is turned right side out, so the colors are very vibrant. And you're gonna get your stuffing. So I have mine right here. So you're gonna get that. And you're just gonna take out some of it and make tiny balls, kind of small, so that it can fit in your opening. So we'll just find my opening right here. Okay, so I have it right here. And I'm just gonna first stuff it into my corners. So you'll want super small ones to stuff it in the corners, because you want it to be able to get in there so that you don't just smush it when you do this. So you'll want a pretty small amount to start with, and you're gonna push it in pretty far, and then it's not super squishy over there. And then you're gonna add in some more stuffing to that same corner. So you're just gonna add a lot of stuffing to the corners to make it more like an actual pillow. So I'm just stuffing it into those corners. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly stuff it into all my corners, even the ones that are anywhere. So all of the corners, and then we'll stuff the whole thing. So I'm just gonna quickly stuff the corners, and then we'll get back to the video. So in just a minute, we'll be back. Okay, so now we're back and we've stuffed all our corners, and now we're just gonna get our middle section all over here, and that's pretty quick, so yeah. Okay, so I'm just stuffing the middle right now, but we're gonna start from each of the corners and just build it up. So I'm just gonna go super duper fast, and we're just gonna start from all of our corners and all of that stuff, so yeah. Okay, so once you have threaded your needle, you are going to start sewing your opening. So the solution to not doing the back stitch is to have your needle, and you're going to start it by overlapping it. So we're going to start it by overlapping it, maybe here. And then you're just going to start sewing, and you're going to do the whip stitch, where you're going to only sew on one side. So you're just going to bring it through on just one of these sides. So we're just going to do that 3 times, and then we're just going to skip ahead to the end, and I'll show you that part. So you want it to be pretty close to each stitch but not too close because you don't want it to be like knotting and stuff. So you don't want it to be too close and you don't want it to be too far. So now we're gonna skip to the end and we will show you the knotting. So just go to the end and just overlap it there too, and then there you go. Okay, so now we're back and I'm gonna show you the trick for knotting your pillow thread. So you're gonna take your thread and needle and you're gonna do one more stitch. And when you're doing that, you want to take it and bring it in your needle into the loop. And then you'll have a knot right there. And then just to make it super good, you're going to cut off the thread right next to the needle so that you have enough space to knot it. And then you're going to make a knot or a double knot. So I'm going to just go get my scissors and then we'll do that. Okay, so now I have my scissors and we're going to cut it off like super close to our needle. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a few knots, one or two, just in case. So everybody knows how to knot their shoes because that happens all the time. But we're not gonna make the bow part. Okay, so then we're gonna cut thread off right next to the knot. And then you have your lovely pillow. Okay, if you enjoyed this lovely pillow that you have made, make sure to like and subscribe to Art+Roblox. It was fun. Make sure to watch more videos and have a fun time with your pillow. Make sure it's cozy and soft, and make sure you take good care of it. And don't let your pets eat it. No, no, no. Now have a fun day, great day, and I'll see you in more videos. Bye!